What did Roger Stone and Manafort get charged with? And what were they found guilty of?
Gosh, I mean, that's like a decade ago. I can't even remember. Was it
see, that's why we don't, right? It's hard. You will always remember what Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of. That's the point. And it's very simple. And it's also very simple, too. It's like, it's worse than just this abstract, this went on for years. This was 1,000 victims. Two of the women who they were girls when they were molested. Two of the victims who testified, two of the four who testified at trial, were 14-year-old girls when Epstein first had sex with them. And Ghislaine Maxwell was right there, telling them what to do, how to do it, taking their passports away so they couldn't get off Epstein Island. Okay, this is not going to work for Donald Trump. Okay, he does this. He's pushing a big bomb to blow himself up. But, he's thoroughly capable of doing it. He's a moral maggot who has absolutely no capacity for shame or empathy or remorse. All he cares about is what he thinks will get him to the next day.
And I agree with him.
Yeah, George Conways said, I hope Trump administration people are paying attention to what he just said. Yeah. This doesn't cover you.
Yeah. I mean, that's his flair to everyone who works for him. Y'all are going under the bus if you need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, Charlie, your piece, you keep saying the same thing I do. Maybe we're old, Nixon, follow the money people, but follow the effing money. Senator Wyden, I mean, right? You says has been digging into Epstein's financial network for the last 3 years. And you talk about the four big banks flag more than $1.5 billion in transactions, all these wires transfers. I mean, there's a huge there, right?
Oh, absolutely. And we don't know where the money is.
Right.
I mean, Epstein's dead. Maxwell certainly doesn't have access to it. Right. Who has access to all that money?
Well,
unless you spend it all.
You write about Epstein money transfers disclosed in a report from J.P. Morgan Chase involved accounts at two Russian banks before those institutions were subject to U.S. sanctions. You said a few transactions red flag were for as much as $100 million. Wyden said investigators found links between Epstein and the sanctioned Russian banks. Good God, all roads always lead back to Russia, don't they?
Russia. It's all a hoax. Yeah. Everything. Russia does not exist. Russia is a hoax.
Well, Ron Wyden said these are not conspiracy theories. These are real leads pointing to an international sex trafficking operation. So I don't know how you try to sell that as a hoax, right?
No, I mean, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're going after Donald Trump either, although I suspect his hand is in there somewhere. But, I mean, you're going after, international, well, I would have to say bank fraud, because I can't believe that, that they sent all this money over there and had it on the subject line, child sex trafficking. I suspect it was sent under other rubrics.
Yeah. Charlie, by the way, I loved you had the best line on South Park. You said, Matt and Trey, they did not respect the president's authority. You said most wonderfully they caught Paramount CBS in their own trap. The company could wait out a lawsuit from the president or could try to wriggle out of its new contract with the two producers, which resulted in a $1 billion lawsuit. However, Paramount did get what it wanted. The merger with Skydance it went through, obviously. And then you said predictably the White House birthed a bovine over the episode. But I mean, the other thing is, like, they had to know this was coming. I think they said the White House was giving it a heads up. Yeah. I know Bob Seska's like, oh, this merger is not going to go through now. And I'm like, it obviously did, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, you don't pay $1 billion for an irrelevant TV.
Exactly. Right.
I mean,
Oh, I have offered to be irrelevant for a lot less.
Unless you're as dumb a businessman as Donald Trump.
Right.
Then you might do that,
But Charlie, you've been in journalism for so long. Do you ever think you'd read a headline, new CBS News bias monitor will report to Trump?
Yeah, who will that be, I wonder? Because it's going to be appointed by Larry Ellison's kid.
Yeah.
Who's it going to be? Like Charlie Kirk, maybe?
Yeah.
Candace Owens needs a job.
Yeah.
She's in the middle of a lawsuit. She needs the money.
She needs some. Yeah, she needs some serious jack. Absolutely.
This is why I chose "It's the Democracy Stupid" T-shirt for today. Here's another one. Heritage Foundation president urged right-wing state legislators this month to decharter liberal cities and replace them with quote state municipal districts. He said, we're in the second American Revolution, which he explained, saying we're renewing sovereignty and self-governance and faith in fellow man. He showed no apparent recognition of the glaring inconsistency between his declared support for sovereignty and self-governance and his demonstrated contempt for the democratic choices made by voters in cities who disagree with his agenda.
This is the same crap they tried in Michigan.
Yes. Right.
Where they took over Benton Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's writ large now.
Right.
You know, that's all Project 2025 was a collection of really bad ideas that had been festering in the right-wing fever swamp for 25 years. And they just put it all together in one big lump and then elected a senile madman, allegedly, to run the government.
This guy said, well, when we have cities like Austin or Nashville or other capital cities whose local government is not representative of the will of the people, decharter them and establish them as state municipal districts in the name of common sense. He called his hometown of Austin, his adopted hometown of Austin, Texas, he described it as a once great place that's been taken over by Marxists.
Oh, for God's sakes. There are no Marxists. There are no Marxists in the Chili Collar Bar.
He's keeping Austin weird, but not in a good way.
Right.
Yeah. I was going to say he's making Austin weird in the worst possible way.
So because you sport the sports as well, I was mentioning how I thought the foreign press does such a better job than our press. I love this. Trump was confronted during a press engagement Sunday about whether he was in a bad mood because of the lousy day of golf he had. Is it because you're a dictator or a crappy golfer? Which is it? So he of course did not admit to a poor round, despite cheating, obviously. Right.
Well, despite cheating, and I have yet to see a video of the guy on the golf course, where he doesn't look like a walrus, mixing the stew. I mean, the guy's got the worst swing I've ever seen. Ball. He's got a terrible, terrible case of the shanks. The ball always goes off to the right.
Did you see the recent one where he whiffed completely and then he just walked off the tee like nothing happened? Just nobody saw it. It's on tape.
The ball's down there.
I meant to do that.
There. That's not my ball on the tee.
Yeah.
The ball's down there.
Yeah.
The ball's down there right where I'm going to drop it when I get there.
He can't ever admit to anything. He's like, the golf was beautiful. It's like, oh, okay, well, we didn't see what we saw. All right, so I'm going to pick my other most embarrassing moment when he was overseas, when he was sitting next to the Prime Minister, UK Prime Minister Starmer, and he said, I'm not a fan of your mayor. I think he's done a terrible job, nasty person. And Prime Minister's like, he's a friend of mine. And Trump's just like, he's done a terrible job. And it's endlessly soul-shatteringly humiliating when he's overseas.
Well, not just that. I don't know. Have you seen the video of him sitting next to the president of the EU?
Yes.
The woman who's desperately looking for like a trap door somewhere, where he starts raving about windmills and he hates the wind. And
someone's got to do a montage of foreign leaders just looking at him. It's just pure dripping disgust.
This woman was looking around for her security detail.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I love can I just say,
this guy is going to jump up and get naked in the chair.
Yes.
And I'm sitting here.
Yep.
I'm telling you, they have the best signs. I mean, we do pretty well on protest signs, but yes, he received a clear warning from the people in Scotland on Saturday. The reporting is they do not seem to want him here. Protesters showed up to his golf round, warning him to stay away. One protester had a cardboard sign that said, "We don't negotiate with fascists." She said, "So many people here loathe him. We're not divided. We're not divided by religion or race or political allegiance. We just here together because we hate him." That's
America.
We feel you, Scotland.
America is more respected around the world than it's ever been. Remember that.
Yeah. It's just anyway. It's just it's stomach clenchingly. Like every time he's overseas, you're just like, oh God.
Oh God.
All right.
But I'm emboldened. I'm emboldened by the South Park guys.
Yeah. I know. Thank you. That's the word, emboldened. But let them embolden other people, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have decided that my criticism of the administration will be more unrestrained on the blog.
Yes.
Good
for you.
Good. Looking forward to that.
Looking
forward to reading your scribblings.
You're already an incorrigible scamp, so I can't imagine.
I am. I am as incorrigible a scamp as you are an inconstant minx.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to new levels of incorrigible scampiness.
And minxery.
Yes.
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 And I look forward to more minxery with Anna Ortiz, who I don't have anything to do with it, Anna. I like you. I don't know your work real well, but you seem like a nice person, and you didn't deserve.
Not deserving of all the sexual harassment? Oh, well.
You did not deserve all the sexual harassment you got.
Well, CPAP machines are the worst, right? Who can sleep at night with that mask and hose strapped to your face? But without it, breathing is disrupted, and if you have a higher risk of dementia, stroke, heart disease, or premature death, the bottom line is if you snore now, you are at heightened risk of requiring a CPAP machine later. So now is the time to stop snoring. One of the smartest, fastest, easiest ways to stop snoring is Zipa. Zipa is the comfortable doctor-designed mouthpiece that can stop snoring as fast as the first night. Don't be fooled by imitators. Zipa was proven in a 600-patient clinical trial, and with over 500,000 units sold, Zipa is the stop snoring device that we trust. No more being nudged awake for snoring. No more sleeping in separate rooms. No more feeling tired and foggy all day due to lack of sleep. Look, this may be your last best chance to solve your snoring problem now, or face having to wear that CPAP mask later. Zipa, that's Happy Z spelled backward. I want you to try it with my special discount. Get 20% off and free shipping if you visit ZYPPAH.com. Use that promo code SNORE. Again, the promo code is SNORE at Zipa.com.